Doesn't matter how much money you throw at me. I'm not doing it. I need my voice for the fucking week. I need to make videos. I was able to do Dreamcast Guy voice back then. When doing it would decommission me the next day, but it's okay because I didn't have to upload the very next day. These days I have to upload every single fucking day. So I need my voice. So please don't be begging me for Dreamcast Guy. I ain't gonna accept it for no money. We're gonna watch this in normal voice. All right. So the PlayStation is freaking out. Double bad news for Sony today. All right. What are they freaking out about?
Hey there, gamers. Dreamcast Guy here. Today we're talking about
Harmon belongs to Alex. Sir Harmon is mid. Unforgiven. I hate to tell you this, but just like the Game Boy wasn't the first handheld, Alex wasn't the first to talk about Harmon Smith. I was. It's true. I was. It was me. Move to Vectress.
Do the voice.
No. You think I'm gonna really decommission myself for $2? You're insane. God damn. My audience really views me that cheaply. Insane. Yeah, I looked it up. It's Maze War.
The most restarted Nintendo glazer is Harmon Smith.
Yeah. Yeah, W for Fritz again! Alex ruined it! Alex ruins everything he touches, unfortunately. Like, you know. Well, anyway, let's get to Dreamcast Guy.
PlayStation, because last night 2 very bad stories came out. 2 big bad stories that sort of paints a bleak future for Sony and the future of PlayStation. It seems like Sony is very much gearing up for the PlayStation 6. It's probably not coming out till like 2027 or 2028, but clearly they're putting the pieces on the board. They're trying
to about $5 do the voice?
Is that how... I am so depressed. I am so depressed.
Harmon Smith, yet another pickle by Nintendo.
Another what? Pickled by Nintendo? Oh, well, no. I think Harmon is just more mad that Nintendo isn't the only gaming company on Earth. This is what I don't like about console fanboys. It's the most annoying thing about them is they seriously think that that Nintendo's like the only gaming company that should exist. They hate the idea that other gaming companies exist and that people like different things. They just can't coexist with that. I don't know why. But anyway, Josh, if you're going to edit this segment, this is what I'm going to call the Fritanga. The Fritanga tries his hardest not to do Dreamcast Guy's voice for the full duration of his video. All right, let's see if I can break it. No Dreamcast Guy voice for the full fucking video. I haven't done it once. I haven't imitated him once. I can keep it going. Watch me, bitch. Watch how I do it.
I say that next gen is just the next step in the Sony future. But even with the PlayStation 5,
I thought the surgery was supposed to fix his teeth. He still sounds like he just came out of surgery. Bro, you weren't supposed to record videos when you got your tooth surgery, you fucking retard. You were supposed to stay in bed. You weren't supposed to move your jaw around. You have permanently fucked up your mouth. That's why he talks like that. He's an idiot.
The PS5 is in such an odd spot. We're getting almost no exclusives. When we do get a game, it's good, but just in general, it feels like the entire market share, all the console sales, all the accessory sales, everything that PlayStation does is because of third party. Because Xbox is just putting their games everywhere, and Nintendo is kind of off in the corner just making Mario Kart. Sony is sort of playing the game by themselves. And while they are doing decent, these stories are not exactly.
$100 and I get you, he'll do it. No. I'll tell you why. I won't. Because I need my voice tomorrow. $100 to sacrifice my voice. But then again, with $100, I could take tomorrow off.
Exactly great. There was a big leak about Naughty Dog that they are essentially mistreating their employees badly. And
Good.
they will be.
I would love Naughty Dog mistreats their employees. You know what? I hope they're mistreating Neil Druckmann. I hope they're like setting him aside and saying, "Hey, listen here, faggot. Stop making gay storylines. We hate you." Okay, guys. You wish that would happen, but instead what's happening is Neil Druckmann's probably walking through the office and saying, "You don't have the fame of ambition I do." You know the way he talks with his little gay lisp? It's probably what's going to happen. Yeah. $100? No! $100? You're insane!
Pulling from my liquor money with this $10, the max I'm chipping in for the voice.
No! No! Name to remember. No! Don't pull from your liquor money for me, man. No! I get all sentimental as an alcoholic. I'm like, no! I understand the pain, but perhaps if this is what you want, you know what? Because you're sacrificing your liquor money, I will... No. This is a challenge. This is a trick. This is a trick. You know exactly how I am. You know that would get... You know how to get sentimental over that. You tricked me. Stay focused, Frit. Stay focused. Do not fall to temptation. Do not fall to the people's super chats. You will not do the Dreamcast Guy voice. You will not do it. Don't fall to... You almost had me. Holy shit. That was a close one. Oh my god. No, my god. Oh, I'm a sentimental fuck. You almost got me. Sneaky you.
For years to come. We're going to talk about that. And also, Joseph...
Frit, it is a trap. I knew it. It's a trap. Stay focused. But it is his booze one. Yeah. We all know, yeah. Dude, no, I'm not falling for it. No, Nintendo Prime voice. No. I will not fall for you guys and your tricks. You can't put smoke into shit in my head. You ain't gonna get it. You can't win. Just like Twitter can't win against me, you can't win against me either, chat. You're not gonna get me to do what you want.
Would he need to gargle salt water every night?
I
would. That's the problem with doing the Dreamcast Guy voice.
Joseph Cross, the art director of Bungie. This guy has actually been there since Destiny 1. He designed the famous...
Oh, that guy? He's gone? They fired him? No way! Ain't no way! They fired him?
I want to hear the dig voice. Let me hear it.
No!
Let me hear the
No.
Let me hear it.
Damn you, chat!
I want to hear the damn hear
No!
Let me
No, the money. No, I have to make it to the end of the video without doing the voice once. I can't do it. No. Fight the urge. Whew. Gotta control it. Huh. It's like I'm transforming into a werewolf. That's what it's like. I'm fighting it. I'm fighting it off. I'm a fighter. I will not allow the money to sway me. I will not allow you guys to have your way. How long is this video? Hold on. Damn it! I'm only a minute in! Oh no! It's gonna be a hard one, isn't it? Oh man.
Famous cloaks. He's done pretty much everything to make Bungie games look like Bungie games. Has just left 3 months before Marathon came out, which is pretty much saying that Marathon is probably internally already known to be a dead fish.
Yay!
But let's talk about both these and what I think it kind of means about the future.
And what it... Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. I was about to do the voice. Oh, my God. I was about to do the voice. Oh, my God. I stopped myself. Oh, my fucking God. That was so fucking close. Oh, my God. Oh, my God, dude. That was so fucking
Let's up those numbers. Do the voice.
No! Stop it! Stop! Because if we reach the max number, I'm going to do the whole thing. And I can't do that. No. Chat, fight with me. Help me. Tell me no, Frit. You will not do it. You will not do the Dreamcast Guy voice.
Of PlayStation leading into PlayStation 6. I hope you're having a great day. And if you could, please give this video a like and subscribe if you haven't already.
Things that only current day Nintendo could make us wish for. If only we could have dropped a third one 80 years ago.
Oh, do it. Oh my God, stop it. You will do it. You're lame, Frit. Leave me alone. The beer money is building up for you. I'm not putting my voice on hostage. It's just that if I'm gonna do his voice, I'm gonna need the next day off. I'm getting old. I'm getting old. I can barely do people's voices anymore. It's like, fuck, dude. Yeah. So
do the voice.
No. Thank you, Trump! The Dawn! Yes! I need more super chats like that. I need super chats to fight the other super chats. Go to war with each other. Go to war with each other. Fight each other. Please. Don't let it happen. It's not going to happen.
Hey, Frit, hope you have been well. I wanted to say that tomorrow I'll be heading to Japan for Christmas.
What?
Gonna go and get me some more Albedo merchy and go to a pay ramen and such. Hope you have a great Christmas, dude. It'll be sure to show pics.
Thank you for the 50 Australian. Let's fucking
Do the voice, man.
Wow! $100 from Johnny Lee. No!
If only we could hear the Dreamcast Guy voice.
No!
Hear the Dreamcast Guy voice, the voice of the Dreamcast.
No!
To the Dream League, we can hear the Dreamcast.
Shut up, Don! Okay? No, $100, $50, $5 for that.
As Destiny 2 will marathons Deadfish would do soon.
No! No, I'll miss you too, Otendo.
Do the roar.
Do the roar? What roar? What? Rah! Oh, wait. Oh, my God. Fucking hell. Do I seriously have to do it now? Come on. Oh, my fucking God. Oh. Say the line. Fuck. All right, I'm going to chug this whole beer before I do it. Here we go. Oh, what's up, gamers? Dreamcast Guy here. Oh, my throat. No, I lost. I can't believe you. I surrendered. I am weak. I'm pathetic. I'm weak and I'm pathetic. I lost. No. Oh, fucking hell. No. Stop spamming the Dreamcast Guy emoji. Stop it. I will take that emoji away from you, members. You're not allowed to have it. Away. I can't believe I surrendered. I can't believe I did that. I lost. I'm pathetic.
Reminder, there's a timeline where Kathleen Kennedy didn't offer Star Wars to J.J. Abrams, and we got a live-action Portal and Half-Life movie that connected to each other.
Really? Interesting, huh? X name to remember. Welcome to the membership. Thank you for becoming an angler. Let's go. The war paint is on. Bring out the guitar for it. No, listen, look. I'm not bringing out the guitar. Unless I get a little more money, because I gotta be loosened up and a little less nervous to play the guitar. I was jamming today. I was making some pretty cool ass riffs. I was making some pretty sick ass riffs. You know? I don't know if any of you had a chance to hear my recent beat. Let me know if you did or didn't. But it goes a little something like this. It goes a little something like this. Oh, 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 oh. No, I'm kidding. Here, hold on. Okay, hold on. I don't know if you heard me do my beat yet. But if I'm going to do a beat, I'm going to do it in the Dreamcast Guy voice now. Stop posting the Dreamcast Guy face. I hate that. Wait, we have 3 Dreamcast Guy emojis? 3? Holy shit! Oh! Oh, ow. Frit, don't pay to play. Yeah, exactly. Dreamcast Guy sounds like a fucked up I don't sound like a toad. I sound like a professional gamer. Ooh. Your new song was you kissing Alex underneath the milestone. No! It was not my new song. I will show you my new song. Here, look. Then we'll get back to Dreamcast. Here we go.
I'll see you.
That's not it. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, yeah. Here, I'll show it right here. Hold on. Here, look. I got you.
Yo, these shells were supposed to be stocked 4 hours ago. This is man.
Oh, my fucking throat. Oh, I already broke it. I'll nag you for it. It's fun. Stop it. Like, I remember you guys made me spank my ass until it looked like meatloaf. Like, I spanked my ass so much it looked like meatloaf over super chats. I'm never doing that again either. Okay? Well, you know, actually, let's get back to the Dreamcast Guy. Let's stay focused. Here we go.
Before we actually start to dig into this, let me quickly thank the sponsor for this video, Flexi Spot. A question I get a lot.
God, why do you talk like that? How does this happen?
And subscribe if you haven't already. Now, before we actually start to dig into it, let me quickly thank the sponsor for this video, Flexi Spot. A question I get a lot on the channel is, how do I beat so many games? Like,
it's easy. Just don't have a life. What kind of question is that? The answer is simple. Don't have a life. That's how I would have answered it. It's like, hey, Dreamcast Guy. It's like, tap. Why? How do you beat so many games? Well, it's quite simple. Every day I wake up, I just don't have someone suck my dick. And then I don't shower. And I don't change my hat or clothes. And then I play video games until it's dark. Oh, I never knew that.
Your wrist may be safe, but what about your throat?
Your ass may be safe. Oh my God. Wait a minute. Hey, that was highly sexual. You know what I need? I need another buzzball. Time for another buzzball. Let's get a little more turned up. Let's get a little more lit. Yes, sir.
Hey, I wrote you a song. It goes a little something like this. You're a foot is a foot.
You're retarded. What the fuck was that? Thank you for the monies. It's my monies now. High five. No, I'm just kidding. Why foot hair? You guys want me to... Look, man, if somebody gives me the right amount of money, I will paint toenails on this hair right here. I'll paint toenails on... Imagine if my hair was a foot. I mean, you don't have to imagine. It kind of already looks like one. But like, if I put toenails on my hair, that's gonna be... That's gonna be the most retarded thing anyone's ever seen. Chronic phlegm voice. Yeah. Never watched Suction Cup Man. Chug. All right, time to chug another fucking buzzball. Here we go. Hold on. It's time to chug another lime marita. No, Fritz. Don't do it. Why? Ew. Imagine if I put toenails on my hair. It's gonna cost. Oh, hey, where did my V2 model go? What happened? Oh no! I disappeared. What happened to the V2 model? I just glitched off the screen. I just glitched right off the fucking screen. Here, let me open up the V2 bottle again. Let's see if this works. Hey, I'm back. Okay, there you go. Sorry about that, chat. I don't know what happened. Fred's model is higher than Fred. Oh. The older I get, the harder it is to just laugh and drink and smile and have fun all day. I have to go back to work after this. All right, time to chug this buzzball. Chug, chug, chug. Oh, I chug that like a man. Roar. I am Frit. Hear me roar. Okay. That's just what I needed. Just like the Cars. You're just what I needed. Just what I needed.
Hey, my fellow Mexican brother Frit, just dropping by to say also I got family coming over for Christmas. Also, I work 360-hour weeks at Amazon.
Oh! 360-hour weeks? You're insane! That's a... Wow, holy fuck. You give an extra 20 at Amazon? Amazon better be paying you good, man. Like, if they're not paying you good, I would leave that job. But I'm assuming they're paying you good, and that's why you're doing it. But, man, work hard, and Merry Christmas to you and your family, and I hope you enjoy it. No bah humbugs from me this year.
That buzzball Christmas flavor.
No, it's not. It's the lime Rita. I'll tell you what, I'll get the Christmas flavored buzzballs for the next stream. How about that? Yeah? All right.
Physically, how do I just sit here all day long? And to be honest, I couldn't do it without flex.
Wow. Hey, he has a... Oh, that's a kind of a nice standing desk. Okay, hey, Dreamcast Guy is... You know, like, physically, he may have, like, that Quasimodo look to him. But this guy looks like if you pissed him off enough, he could fuck you up. Like, he doesn't have Twig Boy soy arms. Look at him. I mean, yeah, that Diablo tattoo's pretty fucking gay, but he doesn't have soy boy twig arms. Dreamcast Guy is, you know, he's beefy. Not bad. Not bad. I could still probably beat him in an arm wrestling contest, though. I bet you anything I could. But, yeah, no, he's, well, yeah. He's come a long way, you know, from a little skinny meth head looking guy to buff looking meth head. I'm a buff looking meth head. Look at the way I stalk the footage. Look at me, there's Metroid right there. On my Switch 2. Look at my desk. I sound like Gilbert Godfrey. Oh! Oh, my voice. Ah! I hope you're enjoying it. You got your money's worth, Johnny, Otendo, everybody else. You got your money's worth.
Spot. This is a line of incredibly good.
Incredibly! He says it all the time. Can I ask a question? Why do Dreamcast Guy, Synthetic Man, and Griffin Gaming, why do they say incredibly so much? Like... It's like they don't they don't have another substitute word to use. They just always say incredibly. Oh. Incredibly. Peace. Yo. Look at my shoulder.
So many games. Like, physically, how do I just sit here all day long? And
do I have any tattoos? I don't. I don't believe you need tattoos to look cool. You don't need tattoos to look cool.
To be honest, I couldn't do it without.
You're incredibly handsome. Don't make me blush. You know, I'm a little bit of a cutie, I guess. But I'm getting older and looking less cute the older I get, so.
Without Flexi Spot. This is a line of
Gilbert Godfrey.
Incredibly good standing desks that easily raise or lower with just the touch of a button.
Yo, wait, what? I want one. What? Wait, hold on. I went from roasting Dreamcast Guy to actually wanting one of these. How much?
It's fast, it's convenient, and really it's a total lifesaver. For me, since I...
What? Oh my god, if I could stand while I do my work, that would be a game changer. If I could stand while I'm doing music, I want one. Not this model, but I want the concept.
I spend so much time here at my desk, I love that I can just swap positions so easily. So I can do stuff like, what I really love is I'll put my treadmill down sometimes and just to be like walking and gaming. So
Bro, you have a gaming addiction. I don't know how to tell you this, bro, but if you gotta play video games and walk at the same time, you got a gaming addiction, or it's just your job. Which, I mean, for you, for Dreamcast Guy, obviously, it's just his job. That's probably what it boils down to. But, like, goddamn! I would just rather go walk outside. I don't care how cold or dark it is, or windy or rainy. I'll go for a walk any day over this. This might be fun to try once in a while, I guess, but like, Jesus Christ, dude. I like to walk and play my games. That does not seem like fun. Bro, just go outside. Just go walk outside. Like, fuck, dude. Do you have to play video games this much? You don't even get that many views in your videos. Like, why? What's the point? Why? I do want the desk, though. If I could stand while I'm editing, that'd be great, because I hate sitting down all day. I don't like sitting down all day. But if I want to walk, I'll go for a walk outside, yeah. His body needs to always be ready for it. I'm ready at all times. Oh. Yeah. Oh, wait, wrong button.
I can even get work in or get my steps in and not just be sitting here all day long. The desk...
Why are you walking all day if you're just gonna drink a Dr. Pepper, though?
Also,
like, you're drinking Dr. Pepper? What's the point? Oh, it's the 0 calorie. It's the 0 calorie one. There's no point. Any kind. What? What's the point? What's the point in doing all that walking and all that exercise if you're just gonna drink fucking Dr. Pepper? What? Like, what's the point in your tooth surgery if you didn't even let it rest and you're still gonna be eating fucking foods that are bad for your teeth? Like, what's the point? Like, dude, the 0 sugar, like, if you have to resort to drinking 0 sugar soda, you're probably drinking too much soda. But you know what? I'm gonna hold that back because I drink a lot of beer. Although, admittedly, I don't feel like I have to have a beer as I'm doing exercise. Like, you know, when I'm doing exercise, the last thing I want to think about is beer. You know, like, it was like 2 days ago at the gym, I did a full body conditioning. It was an entire fucking nonstop 45 minutes of, like, it was 6 different rep workouts, but you have to do them consecutively nonstop for 45 minutes. You get a rest period at the 15-minute mark. So every 15 minutes you get a rest. And it's like a rest of 1 minute and 30 seconds. And it was pretty brutal. It wasn't fun. But I got stronger, though. So anyway, but last thing I'm thinking about is like, hey, let's go get soda. Let's drink soda as I'm working out. Like, no. Bro, drink water. You ever heard of this thing called water? Give him a Soylent. Oh la la. You know what, Unforgiven? He probably would drink Soylent. At least he isn't drinking balls, yeah. Circuit workout. You know, Unforgiven actually does a lot of running. Unforgiven runs a lot. Like, he seriously runs. He jogs a lot. I don't. Unforgiven, how many miles do you jog a month or a week or a day at least? Like, let us know in the chat. I know you jog a lot. I'm more of a conditioning guy. I like doing repetitive workouts that involve a lot of basically that involve a lot of up and down motion and a lot of basically, I mean, a lot of up and down motion, because for some reason, like, it just really helps me get used to blood rushes. Because, you know, if you get up real fast, your blood rushes to your head, it feels weird. Just, if you start doing conditioning workouts where you do a lot of, sit-ups, you do a lot of lunges, you do a lot of squats, those kind of things, you get a lot more used to the up and down blood motion. Because I was struggling with that. I was like, oh my God, the blood rushing to my head so fast all the time. It was like, eh. And then I, after conditioning, I'm just like so used to it that it doesn't affect me anymore. Like I can just get up and move around all the time fast. So yeah. I mean, it's just, you want to really train that about yourself. Like just train your body. Like Dreamcast Guy trains his body at least. Like he does a lot more than most people. So I'm not going to discredit him that. I'm a little critical about the Dr. Pepper while you're working out though. Like just drink water. Like that's gonna dehydrate. That's not doing you favors while you're walking. Like that's not gonna do you any favors. It's the off-season, so 40 kilometers a week. During season, I can pick at it. Alright. I would do your voice right, but I threw my voice out doing Dreamcast Guy. So
incredibly sturdy, so you don't have to worry about like bumping into it and spilling a drink or your computer being too heavy. These desks can hold 400 and
feet! Feet! I need a beer. I need a beer after that. Oh my god. Disgusting. Whoa. No. Oh god, no. Feet. Here, let me cover his feet with my foot hair. Oh, I can't. I'm all cut out. Chug gallons of water, yeah. Ew, no foot. No. Is he a dwarf? No, but he's in pretty good condition though. So he's starting to take care of himself, and which is very important to do at this age. So good for him though. Very good for Dreamcast Guy. Can't say the same for Griffin. I think even Synthetic Man realizes, when I hit like 29, I was like, I have to be going to the gym at least bare minimum. I got to be going to the gym like at least try to get in there like 4 to 5 days a week. You got to be in there. You have to. Like your muscle, like you're not young anymore. You're not a spruce chicken. You have to condition your body. Otherwise, you're just going to decay. Good for him, though. Other than the feet, though. Put those away. Or socks, at least. Yeah, at least he's getting healthier than Griffin. Oh, it's true. Even I'm getting healthier than Griffin. I'll show you guys my progress very soon. You'll be like, whoa, Frit, nice. But you're going to have to wait for that. But no, yeah, when you guys see my progress, you're going to be like, whoa. So yeah, no, just get out, just fucking go to the gym every day. I know it's hard if you work a full 8 hour, but it's easier for us YouTubers to say that, to be honest. Yeah. Don't lie, you get there 4 to 5 times a month. No, DJ McCullough. I broke a lot of my own personal records this year. I did an entire,
She's a one-ape trail of trash coal, she snorted coke.
Yeah. I did an entire 45-minute conditioning workout. I did it in 28 minutes this year. When I started, 2 years ago, a 45-minute conditioning workout took me an hour and 2 minutes. Then eventually it took me 55 minutes. Then eventually I got to 45 minutes. And then eventually 40 minutes, and I was stuck there for a while. This year I beat it in 28 minutes. 28 minutes for a 45-minute conditioning routine. But yeah, because I skipped all the breaks, and then if you reach a specific amount of reps when you do it, then you can qualify for passing on it, and then you can go down to the next workout and do the same for each one. It's a little. I'll show you the regimen, but I recommend it for everybody. But you want to do a lot of yoga before you do it. Do a lot of stretches, a lot of yoga. Do a lot on the bike. I would say you want most people rush their warm-ups. Don't rush your warm-ups when you're working out. Don't do that. Spend your time on your warm-up. It's your best friend. Stretching those muscles, getting oxygen to the brain, pumping up on the bike. All of that will fuel you, and it'll give you the early adrenaline rush so you can start doing your real regimen. It's rough. It's not fun at first, but you'll get used to it. Well, shit, man. Yeah, congratulations for it. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, no. Every day is kind of a burnout. No, I would not do every day. No. So sometimes I do consecutive days and sometimes I space out the days. When it comes to the gym, don't treat it like it's your job. It's okay if you miss a day, but replenish it with a consecutive day. So like say you go on Monday and you don't go Tuesday, fine. Then go in Wednesday and Thursday consecutively. And then take Friday off and then go Saturday. You get what I mean? Like, or if you go consecutively, then take the next day off. But you want to do a consecutive session. You do want consecutive sessions. You do. Because if you work out your body while it's already...
Nintendo founder used to sell personalized cards to Yakuza. They were used to avoid gambling laws. Drop that fact. It's even on their Wikipedia.
Yeah. Chat, like, you're not going to believe me, or you might believe me. You might believe me if I tell you, all right? You might believe me. But I can bench, and I'm about 5'7". I'm not a tall guy. I can bench 375, almost 400, getting close to it. I can bench it. I'm getting there. It's a pretty good amount of weight for somebody my height. Yeah, so... And also on my squats, I think I did a max of 588. No, not 88. Was it? I don't know. But I did very heavy squats. But my records are pretty good. It's just the distance. Oh, by the way, thank you for your 20 pesos, Mex Ren. Nintendo founder used to sell personalized cards to Yakuza. They were used to avoid gambling laws. Drop that fact. It's even on their Wikipedia. Yeah. That's crazy stuff right there. Yeah. What is MX? It's pesos. It's Mexican pesos, I believe. So, yeah. But, no, yeah. I mean, dude, one day I think I'll stream me doing a workout regimen. My sister and me also, like, do workouts together as well. Oh, wait, that's 200 Mexican pesos. My bad, not 20. Man, it's 200. Thank you. I ignored strength most of the year. All my lifts suck now. Yeah. I wouldn't call myself fit. Well, actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, I could probably outlast most people at the gym. I'm just so conditioned and used to pushing myself a lot at the gym and, going through the pain. Like, you want to do that. Like, when you feel like you're starting to get dizzy, when you feel your body isn't feeling good, you want to throw up. You got to push through it. When you do that, like, you train your body to go beyond its limits. And that's the whole point of the gym. A healthy body will help the mind feel healthier itself. So I truly believe I got to be at least going to the gym every fucking week. At least 4 times a week. Bare minimum. I started off going to the gym 2 times a week. Then 3, then 4. Sometimes I do 5. Just do it. It's good for you. Yeah. Yeah. My best squat was 315 times 2, deadlift 300. Wow, really? Oh, no strap. Oh, no strap. Okay, well, let me correct you then, because my deadlift was strapped. I can deadlift a very absurd amount with strap, like a strap belt, because you got to protect your back. But without the strap, it's probably like 40, 50 pounds lighter. But the one thing I can't consecutively do, and I can't really achieve, is pull-ups. Like, pull-ups are still the old, like, if you can do consecutive pull-ups, you're pretty fit. You're pretty fit. So yeah. 450 deadlift. No straps, conventional, 5 times with the belt. Insane. Yeah, nice. I never attempt to do a deadlift at that weight without a belt. Like, you can herniate yourself severely. And I think at one point I had I pulled a brain muscle, or at least the spinal cord or something. I pulled something up above my neck towards my head when I went overboard on a squat. And I think what I was squatting at the time, I was squatting 360. And I mean, I did the first 3 squats fine, but at the 4th and the 5th, I had a real struggle, and I made it up on the 5th, but I remember feeling something like in my brain going crack. Not in my body, my brain. Felt something going and I couldn't work out for like 3-4 weeks. Like I just every time I started, you know, my heart rate started going up and my breathing, I would start to get a massive headache. And then I got like these weird ocular migraines. And yeah, you don't do it. Work out safely. Don't push yourself. Don't rush your workout. You have plenty of time to get in shape. Think about it that way. You have all the time in the world to get in shape. You don't have to rush that aspect of your life. Don't do that. Yeah. Oh no, you saw a doctor, right? No. That sounds like you had a stroke. No, it wasn't a stroke. It was not a stroke. Trust me, it was not a stroke. This happened, dude, this happened back in 2020. It happened like in 2021, sorry. It happened in 2021. Around that time. But yeah, no, just yeah. Bro, why are you still looking at Dreamcast Guy at this thing? Oh shit! Oh my god, I forgot about this. I wouldn't have the oldest stretch videos with 200-pound vest and 20-pound wrist straps. It took a week to not feel bad, yeah. Yeah. It was 100% a stroke. That's not a stroke, trust me. It's not a stroke. I think the ocular migraines were proof that I probably pulled something more cerebral. Or, you know, or not cerebral, sorry, more, yeah. Okay, anyway. Sorry to distract about gym talk. Stay consistent for it. You got the power already. Listen, I'm pretty fucking impressive. Like, I can do consecutively 200-pound dumbbells. You have to imagine how small those look in my wrists. I'm not a big, like, tall person. I'm not tall. Pretty relatively short. I can do 200-pound dumbbell. I can do like bench on that. 10 reps. I can do 3 sets of 10 reps with 100-pound dumbbells. If you haven't ever like at least picked up a 100-pound dumbbell and try to do at least like a couple of reps, see for yourself. So I definitely have pretty good chest muscles. I have really good shoulder muscle and back muscle. What I lack is core, and I've been working out my core more. So like whenever I'm doing shoulder press, if you've ever done a shoulder press workout, what I do, I know it sounds ridiculous, but clench your butt cheeks. Clench your butt cheeks like you don't want a dick to enter it, or you don't want poop to come out of it. Clench your butt cheeks. Focus hard on keeping that clench when you're doing shoulder press. You will notice that there's a little more strain in the core. Work the core out. When you work your core out and you strengthen that, you will improve the amount of weight you can raise above your head, and you can raise laterally, and you can raise in a pressed state. If you guys know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm short. Y'all tall as fuck. Wait, how tall are you, Frit? I am, hold on, let me look on my license. Hold on. My license has my height. Hold on. I am 5'8". 5'8". So, yeah. Not very tall. Not like ultra short, but not, not the most impressive height. Yeah. Yeah. Don't neglect hips and the lateral movements. No, yeah, Unforgiven. I do hip thrusts with cowbell. I do hip thrusts with cowbell. I do hip thrusts with dumbbell. I do hip thrusts with barbell. And then but anyway, I do hip thrusts, which is like the most important one, and I also do side hip lunges as well. So I do work out the hips because, you know, you want your hips to be good. Yeah. I tower over you, yeah. I think I'm 5'6", yeah. Hi, you're an inch shorter than me. Fuck you, Diego! You know what, Diego? I don't even see you pull up your wallet once, you little bitch. Fuck you. You're gonna be taller than me? Then show it in your wallet. I'm sorry, I'm just being very spiteful. I hate tall people. It's not fair. I hate you. Yeah. 5'8", holy shit, I'm slightly taller than you. I'm around 5'10".
Can you remove dig big while preaching?
Oh, sorry. No more preach talk about the gym. Let's get back to Dreamcast. By the way, chat, would you like to see this in a thumbnail? Could somebody freeze frame me? Josh, you're going to edit this right here, so...
40 pounds. I even flopped on the desk to test it. I mean, I seriously love Flexi Spots so much. I don't just have one
You know, he has a pretty decent chair. That's actually not a bad chair.
desk. I have 2 of them. They even have a line of incredibly comfortable chairs that
Incredibly! He said it again. Incredibly!
are extra awesome and very, very adjustable that fit with the desks perfectly. If this looks great to you, you can go to Flexi Spot's website yourself and check out their Christmas sale, their New Year's deals. And currently, they are having up to 65%.
Yo, 300 for that desk? That's not bad. Steal.
Wish I was on earlier, but was at work. Anything crazy happened with the fanboys.
We're just getting to it, but $300? Dreamcast Guy! I can't believe I am about to say this, but Dreamcast Guy came through. He has a good sponsor. I want one. $300? I'm getting one right fucking now. What's the link? Hold on. We got a fucking... Oh, and I get $30 off it with his code? Shit. Plus a sale? If it's not Herman Miller, I don't want it. Shut up, I'm for good. The only thing you want is chick dick. I used a workbench as a desk. Is great. Sure. Sure. Oh, I believe you. Sure. Yeah. Base Dreamcast Guy? I know. Nice. Good for him.
% discounts on certain select products, including stuff like
I legitimately want that.
standing desks, their ergo chairs, and more. But for watchers of this channel, use my code, which is YTE730, for an extra $30 off the E7 Pro standing desks. Once
John Bon Zombie, welcome to the memberships. Oh, thank you for becoming an enabler. Oh,
again, that's YT.
that's YTK or YTE730. Welcome.
E730. I'll have it down in the description box and as like a pinned comment. But seriously, standing desk rock. Once you get one, you can't go back.
No, for real. I believe you on that. I want one.
All right, now we're going to talk about this because
Oh shit! I forgot about this story. I'm so bad at my job.
honestly, Joseph Cross, it's not just that he's a big deal at Bungie, it's that I almost feel like a lot of people are sort of
He's not a big deal at all.
insisting that Marathon is going to be another catastrophic flop, much like
I guarantee you, Marathon doesn't stand a chance.
Concord was. I don't think anything can be as big of a failure specifically as Concord was, but this is very odd. The art director has left by
John Bon Zombie, thank you for your support. You're so based. The rest of the chat wishes they were as cool as you, but they're not, and they know it. I'm smiling. I am so happy. Oh, wait, hold on. Forgot I could do facial expressions with this. See, I can make auto angry, auto upset, or auto happy. Oh, wow. I forgot I could smile with it. This is a weird smile. I'm going to take it off. Okay, anyway.
choice. Nobody really believes this. So Joseph Cross is like, man, what a great time. I'm so glad about all the art I did.
Wait,
Wow, I'm incredible.
No! He said incredibly! He said incredibly. The meme lives.
Incredibly proud of my visuals. A lot of people are bringing up the plagiarism. During the tenure of Joseph Cross, there were multiple big plagiarism scandals. At one point, they had a big like art competition, and the winners Unbeknownst to them, their game got included into Bungie stuff. People were not exactly happy that their game was being put, or their stuff was being put in $1 million game, and they weren't getting any sort of pay for it, and they weren't told that's what was going to happen. But the second time was essentially everything inside the Marathon universe. All the little graffiti, all the cool like etchings on gear and weird stuff on the walls.
It was all directly copied off another artist. We know about that, yeah, but it's... If you guys haven't remembered.
All of that was completely stolen. All of it. All of it. So suddenly being like...
And you know what's kind of crazy about this? These developers directly stole
He's messed up.
I mean, look. When Dreamcast Guy was born, when he was pushed out of his mom's womb, her feet were censored as he was getting pushed out too in the footage. They censored her feet out. You know, when Dreamcast Guy was born, he was born with the Dreamcast hat. He was pushed out. He's like, oh, he is so ugly, Doctor. It's okay. It's okay. At least he won't get worse. Are you sure? He was born with a very gay hat. Oh, what are his first words? Incredibly. Incredibly, just his first fucking word. I'm so fascinated with Dreamcast Guy. I can't stop. I haven't talked about him in a while. I came back to him and I'm like, I missed you. I really miss you. You're so much nicer than most of the people I make fun of. It's just so nice compared to most of the people I make fun of. Yeah, his parents are siblings. Oh, that's a disgusting image. His parents, first words, Xbox dead. Well, that would make him an Omen baby. Oh, I need another bong rip. Time for another bong rip. How many bong rips is that now, chat? Can anybody here guess how many bong rips Frit has taken this stream? Guess. I thought his first words would be Sony. Oh! His worst word probably would be Sony. Can you say, Dada, Max, Danganronpa for PlayStation? No! His first words were, Xbox butter. Oh! Probably. He sold his PlayStation 5 to his girlfriend for full price. Oh, we don't know about this. I already made a video on it. I respect Dreamcast Guy more than most of the people I make fun of, though, because the guy legitimately does not care. He's so separated from YouTube as his job. Like, he lives his real life enough to not care. And that's why I respect him. People who don't live their lives enough to care, who are like, this Frit guy, I'm going to show him. I don't respect those people. The people like Dreamcast Guy who are like, okay, whatever. I'm going to go play games and I'm going to go run on my treadmill. Like, I respect those people more. Just because it's like, dude, he has the confidence to just continue. Like, how do you not respect that? You know? Ow. Ow. That one's really going to do it. Fucking throat, yeah. We came on the sloop, John B. My grandfather and me. Around town to go, we did wrong. Drinking all night. Got into a fight. Well, I feel so broke up. I wanna go home. So Holly stopped to sail John B. See how the mainsail set. Oh, fuck, dude. I fucking hate you guys for making me do this. He is high. I am very high. Oh my god. Why do I do this? Delta and Frit should be in the Muppets. Frit, your model looks funny. Looks possessed. What? How? Alright, after I take this bong rip, look what happens to my eyes. Watch this. Oh. Hey, look what happened to my eyes. Frit is elevated in hella fade. I am really fucking faded. Let's get medicated. Hey, look what happened to my eyes. What happened? They're really red now. Huh? Frit, your red eyes, the way your eyes get red when you smoke your ganja on your V2 model, that's like immersive as fuck. You like that? Yeah. It gets me like so wet. Oh, you want your pussy fucked? I do. You fucking slut. Get over here. No, I'm kidding. Sluts like that don't even exist much on the internet. Fucking hell. Please let me go. Please let me go home. I wanna go home. Well, I feel so broke up. I wanna go home. So hoist up the sail, John B. Yeah. Nib. Oh, that was supposed to be a Nib super chat, and it didn't work. Okay, sorry about that. All right, let's watch more Dreamcast Guy. Okay. I broke my promise. I didn't even fucking last. I said I was going to do the whole video, watch his whole video, without doing his voice or interrupting, and you guys ensured that I failed. Why are you like that, chat? Why did you do everything in your power to make sure I failed that? Don't you want to watch me succeed? Whatever.
Like, oh, it's, I'm just going to step down. It's just, it's totally unrelated. I'm just going to vibe. Right after it, they did a live stream right after that massive plagiarism scandal. This was Joseph Cross on stream. Plagiarism will make me God. The theme of the game, they've changed it. The original theme of the game was escape will make me God. Now they're changing it to death is the first step. Look, they clearly changed it because this meme was so good.
It was a good meme.
Plagiarism will make me God. This was the last time we've seen Joseph Cross in public. And dude, it looks like not only...
Bro, he looks so defeated. I have never seen a more defeated man in my life. Look at him. Look at the bags under his eyes. Look at the way the hat shades away his eyes partially. Look at the beard maintenance. Look at the stern look on his face. This man is lost. He's done. He's defeated. Yeah, we enable you for it. Yeah, well, thanks.
At least this man had not slept. Clearly, he's having the worst day of his entire political career.
I know. You know what, Dreamcast Guy? You and him share a lot in common about not sleeping. You know, with the meth addiction and all. I'm such a bad person. I'm such a piece of shit. Hey, Dreamcast Guy, you would know a lot about not sleeping after all that meth use, huh? Oh. Yeah, no wonder you can relate. Fucking asshole.
Suddenly, deciding to step away from the company of your own volition, I think Sony forced him out. I think Bungie just said, we cannot release this.
I don't think Sony did that. I don't think Sony made any of these decisions. I think it's all entirely Bungie based. I don't think Sony's paying attention at all.
Game with you on board. You can still work on it up until launch.
That is a very methed up thing I said. You're right. It was pretty methed up.
But you got to get the heck out. I'll be honest, I still feel like I'm in the frame of mind where I hope Marathon is good. I am...
Why? 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 At this point, I hope the game is a colossal flop, and all the people who worked on it learn a stiff, hard lesson. You know why? Because the only lessons I ever learned in life were hard. So should you. Bah humbug. I'm grunchy. I'm a grinchy, angry person. But yeah, is that Dreamcast Guy's dad? Yeah. Seriously, Joe Cross has that my entire career is overlooked. Yeah. I want to feel sorry, but I can't. Like, you know? I've learned very hard lessons in life from not being careful. I don't feel bad when people still learn the same harsh lesson, because it makes me not feel alone.
I'm looking for that next cool like shooter loop to get addicted to, and I do like extraction shooters. I think the aesthetic, the music, the stylings of Marathon look great, but it doesn't matter if I like it. It matters if the internet.
Damn right, it don't matter if Dreamcast Guy likes it. Like, Dreamcast Guy is the furthest thing from the measuring pole on whether a game is good or not. Damn right.
Likes it. Anybody's ever played something live servicey, it doesn't matter if 1,000 people like it. It's got to be an absolute huge financial success, or it's going to get shut down. I am still in the point of view.
Yeah, well, video games are expensive.
Where as good as Marathon seems to be on paper, I think this is do or die. This is either the Bungie masterpiece they're trying to get it to be, or it's the end of the company forever. But
imagine if that's Bungie's fate. Like, if these guys never left Halo, this wouldn't have happened. Bungie, you should have stayed with Halo. Like, what the fuck were you think? You should have stayed with Microsoft. I'm sorry. I'm not normally one to want to really defend Microsoft, but you should have stayed with Microsoft. You should have. Like, Destiny, I know it's like one of the most popular PlayStation games, but who's really like gonna care anymore? Like, Destiny is not the big hot thing anymore. Hasn't been for a while. Bungie succeeded in that, and it was still ass too, by the way. So I was like, well, man, like, you should have stayed making Halo. You should have continued the franchise. At least, I mean, that you would have had a better future there. Ugh. Bungie themselves said they're done with Halo. What else could they do? Well, that's the kind of attitude that comes from a dev that didn't make enough money, obviously. Because I'm willing to bet that Microsoft made a lot of money around Halo, but not Bungie. Like, Bungie was paid something, but Microsoft reaped the real benefits of Halo. So they probably thought to themselves, we're done with Halo because there's no real money in it. If these guys actually got paid money for real, they might have stayed making Halo games. Microsoft dodged the bullet by not buying out Bungie. For real, though. Real big bullet they dodged there. Now Sony is feeling the full impact of it. I wish I could say I feel bad, but I don't.
But here's the other story that a lot of people are talking about, and
Halo is dead, let it go. You're right.
a lot of people are taking this from many different angles. So yesterday there was a leak from Jason Schreier of Bloomberg that essentially Naughty Dog is ordering employees for Intergalactic to start crunching now. They're doing mandatory overtime for the next maybe 2 or 3 years straight.
Oh, they're going to try to rush the project out. Interesting. They're going to try and rush this out. Like, Intergalactic better be like the biggest thing we've ever seen in our lives, but let's be real. GTA 6 is about to make everything irrelevant.
We're talking 60, 80-hour weeks for the next couple years. Limited vacation, very much just clocked in and locked in for your same time. You're not going to get paid extra. You're a salary, right? Do they not realize that they can take their time since nobody cares about this game? A lot of people are memeing on it. I will admit that it feels like most people are still very skeptical of this. I mean, the last couple...
I am. Are you not? I'm real skeptical of whatever Naughty Dog does. Like, The Last of Us 2 was the perfect example of why you can't just assume that these guys have good intentions. Like that their good intentions will deliver a good product. Because it's like, hey, I want to represent people and stuff in games. Okay. I'm like, I don't have a problem with that. Then he presents it and it's fucking cringe. And it's like the worst thing I've ever seen. And it's like, great, now I don't want representation. Don't do that again. Don't try again. And it's Neil Druckmann's fault. I do feel like The Last of Us 2 was the game that really shifted the gaming community. Before that, nobody was as paranoid about wokeism in their games, if you noticed. After The Last of Us 2, Holy shit. It's the one thing that nobody can stop talking about. It's like their number one concern. They're more scared of it than AIDS. I know people who are more concerned about their games being woke than their chances of getting fucking AIDS. Well, then again, that group doesn't get laid, so that makes sense. But, well, they're more scared of it than getting cancer, I guess. There you go. That's a better representation. Or a comparison. But yeah, it's, you know... After The Last of Us 2, it was downhill. Like, there was a huge shift in the culture within the gaming community. I noticed it for a long time. So, yeah. Fact, Fritz, yeah. It's like, I don't think people cared so much about Joel's death. They really cared about, hey, we're trying to put a trans kid in the game. Hey, we're trying to show you all the woke, liberal, LGBT stuff. And if you're a straight person, none of this relates to you. And that's the problem with trying to insert this stuff into mainstream media. Like, unless your goal is to try and turn the audience gay, what's the fucking point? like you're not going to get straight people to relate to this. You're just not going to be able to. Like, they can't really relate to these types of characters and their personal struggles and their mentality and their character arcs. They can't relate to it. So it's like, okay, unless you're going to make an all-gay game just for gay people, what's the fucking point? Like, you know. Lesbians! Can we get the Jordan Peterson emoji in the chat? Lesbians! Everybody in the chat say lesbians. And they made Abby, yeah. Well, Joel's death was also fucking bullshit. It was. Yeah, it was.
Naughty Dog games admittedly won a ton of awards. Last of Us Part 2, Last of Us Part 1, Uncharted 4. I'm still a very, very big Naughty Dog fan. I still think that trailer looked...
Why? What makes you have full confidence in Naughty Dog for anything after that?
Great. I'm almost kind of concerned, though, about why they keep revealing games 5, 6, 10 years out. To me, it just doesn't get me excited. Why show me...
I'll tell you why. It's because PlayStation needs the bump in trends. That's why. Video game reveals that are almost 5 years away, the reason they happen is to create trends, and so that you can track them and engage with interest from a specific number. That's why developers and publishers and game companies do it. That's why they do those releases. Because of Google Trends and other, websites that track that metric. That's why they do it.
A trailer in 2024 for a game that...
Yeah, the Jordan Peterson meme, the Jesse Lee Peterson meme. Let's go. Lesbians!
At very least, I'm going to be playing 3 or 5 years in the future. Struggling to release just one new game this entire generation is crazy.
It really is. Oh my God, it really is. Sony hasn't really been able to release a single game that's like, hey, the PS5 is mandatory, not just because we said so, but because the game physically can't run on PS4. There isn't a single game like that. There isn't a single game like that. People argue Ratchet and Clank. I know that's complete bullshit. Because Digital Foundry ran Ratchet and Clank on standard HDD drives, and the game runs. It runs, so you don't need a PS5 to play something. There isn't a single title out there that has justified next gen. GTA 6 is going to be the only one that can do it.
This is so correct. A lot of people in the comments are like, bro, it's wild that just in general... the whole way people make games now, the fact that it's just hundreds of employees, constant temp work, multiple studios coming together to get one single game out,
one single lesbian,
the least busted as possible. I think this is more of an indictment just about how the industry works, but it is wild that in the entirety of the PlayStation 5 era, we're getting one Naughty Dog game. Last generation, we got like...
yeah, it is pretty crazy. Naughty Dog, at one point, was able to give you Uncharted 1, Uncharted 2, Uncharted 3, and The Last of Us in one console generation. And then the PS4, well, they gave you The Last of Us 2 and Uncharted 4, which is less. PS5 generation, we're 5 years in. They don't have a single Naughty Dog first-party game to show. Isn't that crazy to think about? I mean, that is a crazy stat. It makes you wonder, is video game development entering a phase where it's so expensive that, you have to literally place all your bets on your project? Because before that, game devs didn't place that much bet on their projects. But I guess now they do. Now they're like, hey, this is going to take about maybe 7-8 years to develop. So because of that, we're going to need all the advertisement in the world, all the budget, everything. But my God, you wonder if it's even worth it at that point. Because by the time the project releases, the culture has shifted so much. Like, video games are having trouble keeping up with the cultural shift. That's why when, The Last of Us 2 released, its politics felt so outdated to the current, culture at that time. And that's how I feel about it anyway. I can't sum it up any better. Just, a lot of video games struggle to keep up with cultural themes because they're still locked into this mentality that, liberals good, right wing bad, and it's that simple. They really try to summarize it like that, but today's gamer is a lot more politically complex, and if there's no video game developers developing content that appeals to that crowd, you're missing out. So it's like, why appeal to just the left-wing crowd? Start appealing to both crowds. Fuck it. Who cares? Make your money. Seriously. God. Because otherwise you're just going to lose specific audience members the more you push that in that direction. But, whatever. Their budgets are so bloated, and most of it goes to the wrong
Obsidian
people.
has released 3 new games this year alone. What the hell is your excuse, Sony? This is what I would say if I were based...
It is what you would say if you were based, Lucas, but you're not based. You're gay instead.
5 Naughty Dog games. The generation before that, we got 7 Naughty Dog games. To say the dev cycle is getting worse is a drastic understatement. So here's something interesting. I wanted to talk about 2 separate points of view. There are some people that are basically saying, no game is worse this. Crunch is truly the worst.
I don't care. Look, listen, there was a time long ago where I was like, the poor developers. Not anymore. Developers spend most of their time at a desk and spend most of their time talking to their other coworkers. If we're being realistic. If you were to take away the bloated hours of the average work week or work day, most workers realistically work about 4 hours a day. Realistically, 4 to 6. If you take away bloat, if you take away lunch breaks and stuff like that, that's the real work rate of somebody, which is what it should be. But anyway, that's a different discussion for a different time. But yeah, no, I mean, I don't feel bad about crunch, because a lot of game devs out there are being paid a lot of fucking money. A lot of money in comparison to most people and what they do. They probably get, a lot of developers lie. They're like, oh, we don't get paid even more than teachers. That's bullshit. And the job isn't even as hard. Yeah, the hard job is the coding, and the artist work. That's the real work, I would say. And the programming, coding, all that stuff, that's the real work when it comes to video games.
Sorry, but mandatory overtime should be illegal because this is crazy. Naughty Dog has been known for horrible crunch in the past. Unfortunately, things haven't changed. Even a lot of people putting this towards Neil Druckmann. Something profoundly funny about Druckmann becoming president of the studio, greenlighting a whole documentary about how they don't crunch anymore. And then, hey, let's do this. Now that we're the better work environment, every game must crunch until you die.
Owned. True. Oh my god, so dude, oh, they got him. They got him. They got Neil. They got Neil Druckmann. Druckmann is fucked after that. Like, how are you gonna be like, oh, we don't do crunch, we don't believe in crunch? By the way, get your asses to
Do
work on
support-based
Intergalactic.
underdog game developers.
Of course. Of course. I do, but not by default. Your game has to be good. I don't support you as an indie dev because you're an indie dev by default. I don't hold that belief. Like, the same goes to AAA. I don't believe, I'm not going to be impressed by you just because of the AAA title alone. Like, you both have to work for my money. It's a simple concept. Like, hey, you're a mechanic that can fix problems. If you're good at it, I will pay you for it. But I'm not going to pay you just for being a mechanic by default. You know what I mean? You have to be good at your job.
Now, I want to talk about this because some people are saying it's a job. If it's a job, you're getting paid for the job, show up and do the job. And I'm in the spot where I've had a chance to talk to some game developers, and a lot of them say that crunch sucks, but it's worth it if the final project is perfect, right?
Yeah, you talk to a lot of developers. Okay, whatever. We'll just assume he
Right.
did.
Yeah, it sucks during the course of it. All these 80-hour days, all the times where you're literally like sleeping under your desk, the times where you're super freaking out.
Sleeping under your desk? I mean, like, God, if you're gonna sleep, I mean, dude, I mean, that doesn't sound that bad. Like, if you don't have a family, if you don't have dogs to come home to, does sleeping under your desk at work sound that bad? Like, just bring a pillow, bring a Switch, sleep at work, eat at work. Just get back to work on your, I mean, like, dude, I'm at my computer all the fucking, I work a lot on YouTube. Like, I'm always trying to make new art, new edits, new pre-edits. I'm always doing research and stuff like that. I don't really find it hard to be like working here and then go take a nap and then get back to work. Naughty Dog employees are just, you're not on a ball and chain. Like, you have to care about your project if you're going to work that hard on it to begin with, right? So, isn't it just that these game devs are choosing to work that hard because they care about their project, and that's not a bad thing? Like, if you care, of course. If you don't care about your job, then sleeping at your job sounds like it's ass, right? Well, yeah. Oh, most of them have a family at the end of the day. Okay, well, yeah. I mean, if you have a family, then that's not fun. You want to go home to your kids and your wife. Yeah. But again, sacrifices are made in order for you to do stuff like this, I have to make sacrifices a lot, but not that
In today's
severe.
age, you in the right mind would overpay for naughty dog shit besides
Dreamcast Guy will pay whatever the price is for any video game because his job relies on him playing it and talking about it. He reviews games more than anyone else I know, but every single one of those reviews is not worth your time.
There's just a part of the game that is completely unfinished, but you barely managed to get it done, and then everybody loves it in the game. Those moments are worth it. But the problem is that a lot of times games don't get that sort of payoff, right? A lot of times games, it's just so hard, comes out, nobody cares, studio gets closed down, you wasted years of your life for nothing, right? Some people, though, are basically...
I mean, that's life, bro. That's just life in general. Welcome to... This doesn't relate just to game developers, but like, imagine like you make a video, you spend multiple days, very little sleep, editing on it, scripting ideas, coming up with it, finalizing it. It's like something that takes you like 4 days, but you spent so much time thinking and working on it because thinking, takes up headspace, takes up time. You do that. You put up the video, and it fucking flops. And it never gets views, and nobody ever knows of its existence forever. Welcome to life, buddy. Hop aboard. Like, oh my God. You'll either put your all into something or you don't. That's it. That's how it fucking works. If you flop, oh fucking well. You join the list of the millions before you. If you succeed, you join the list of the millions. It is what it is. Oh well. Like, I know what it's like to fucking completely fall flat on your face after trying to do something that you put a lot of work into. I know what that's like. But it's like, oh well, like that's the industry, that's the business. It smartens you up, it makes you learn. So just let people fail. Like, are we supposed to expect everybody to succeed? That's not how life works. Not everybody will succeed. No, not everybody is built to do something. So, oh well. But what is important is if you make sacrifices to try and make your dreams come true. That is what fucking matters. So if game devs are like, I put all this in and my game failed. Well, join the line. Start over. Try again. You know, you have years of your life ahead of you. Just keep doing it. Yeah. Fritanga. Oh yeah, AI is to help. What? Oh. I remember the end credits for the OG Gears of War devs were talking about finally getting sleep. Yeah. I mean, like, look at Gears now. It's a staple of the industry. Like, Gears had such an impact on people. I didn't play it much, but like Gears had a huge impact on people because those game devs really put a lot of thought and time into what they made. And sometimes brilliance can happen overnight. It really can. But you know what you can't do? You can't bottle up brilliance and store it away. That doesn't happen. If you come up with a brilliant idea, like from my experience, if you come up with a brilliant idea, oftentimes it's going to take you most of the day and a couple of days following that to improve upon, you know, the good idea you found. You can't just be like, I thought of a good idea, let me put it away and get back to it later. Really depends on your time, depends on what you're talking about, or what you're trying to make. But sometimes when people find something that works, they work at it endlessly until they make it what they want it to be. Or oftentimes it just takes them a long time to get there. So it's like, You know, video games are art. That's my opinion. And because video games are art, the people who make it have to feel like making something cool. They have to feel like making something bigger and better, because if you don't feel it, you can't just really imagine it. They have to like focus. They can't just focus and imagine it. They have to feel it. And if you feel like you're making something cool, then chances are you are. But anyway, what year did game devs go extinct? They didn't. Matt Booty didn't care when he axed Perfect Dark in that Blizzard game. No, he did not. Yeah.
So saying this is the hard dichotomy, right? Gamers' demand are now super unrealistic. You get mad at the developers for crunching to get the game out faster, yet you get super mad when games are delayed. Get mad when...
Well, let's be honest. It's just really that woke crowd who gets upset about games not coming out as fast. Who get upset about game devs crunching. The rest of the world doesn't care because the rest of the world has a work ethic. It's mainly liberals and leftists who don't have a work ethic, if you ever noticed.
When game devs use AI to speed up games, but say that games take too long to make. You can't have it both ways. You don't understand how the industry works. So I
mean, yeah, that's fair. You know, it's kind of like, if I grab my guitar and I'm fiddling around, just talking to you, and all of a sudden I come across some notes while I'm talking to you and playing, not thinking, that sound kind of cool, and I form a little riff. And then all of a sudden I'm like, oh shit, guys, what do you think? And you guys are like, wow, that riff is cool. I'm like, you think I should work on it? Yeah. And then you get to work on the riff and you build a song, you build something. That's just how it happens sometimes. Some devs are just like, I was fiddling with the game engine and I found this cool thing. Maybe we can build a game around it. Whoa, let's do that. But trying to construct art in an organized, you can try to organize your way into constructing art, and it works out sometimes. But when video games, the best video games you ever play are things that people rushed to make. Sometimes, Not all the time, but sometimes.
I kind of disagree with every part of this take because I feel like this is what they call straw manning. I think he's like making up arguments to knock over. Here's my thing
so
is
too.
that I am in a
Dreamcast
spot where I have said this over and over. I think scale is the problem. So many of these games obsessed with photorealistic graphics and crazy.
I don't think that at all. I think every dev that wants to push the scale of games is in the right direction. Because like if Rockstar didn't listen to everybody and they're like, hey, don't overly animate every little aspect of your game for then they wouldn't have an immersive game, right? So, or like if KCD2, people are like, stop trying to immerse your players with so many mechanics, make it simple. Maybe that wouldn't have taken off. So,
4K, 120 FPS, 200-hour-long journeys. Oh man, there's footprints in the snow that actively melt as the seasons change. I think that stuff is nice. I think that
here's the problem with that. Is a lot of people make comparisons online where they're like, hey, look at this game from 2008 and look at this game from 2025. Look how the game from 2008 is more sophisticated. And then people take notice of those things and they ask, what happened? And the simple answer to that isn't, woke, it's not this or that. The simple answer to that is it depends on how motivated and how much the developers care. That's why smaller development teams are usually able to pull out things like, what we see sometimes with like Expedition 30. Well, no, that's not really that small. It's like 300 people. But, let me think smaller. Like, think of a game like Pizza Tower. If you've never played Pizza Tower, it's fucking fantastic. Go and play it. You think to yourself, wow, that many people made this? It's like the effort involved in that alone and the number of people shows you that, the less people there is, chances are more of them care. The more people there are, chances are less of them care. So, I don't know. With bigger development teams, it's not the same thing. Like, until the day comes that I program a video game, I wouldn't be able to explain it to you better. But I've seen the process firsthand. I've seen people make video games. I talk to people who've made them. Hell, like there are games that I have played that you don't know of that exist because friends made them and shared them with me. And they're like, I don't know if I'm going to sell this. Play this for it. What do you think? And I'm like, don't sell that. I'm like, oh, you should sell that. But yeah, 9 out of 10 times I'm like, don't sell that. But at least people try,
graphical beauty of these games. But a lot of those games, every single game now makes a new game engine, reinvents the entire wheel. Now we have to redo all the animations and stuff. Whereas if you look at a lot of Japanese game development, they don't care about reusing the asset textures of a wall.
Yeah, Yakuza does that a lot. Yakuza does that a shit ton. A lot of games, Pokemon Legends Z8, a lot of video games reuse assets to save money and budget so that they can produce more content. But I think eventually people are going to realize this bubble's going to burst and they're going to want to go back to a traditional market where it's like, hey, the higher quality content that's in less abundance is better to consume more than the content designed to be consumed more. Get what I mean? Right? It's like, hey, this show I watch isn't as long as another show, but every episode is of quality and the whole thing is fucking great. And because of that, I watch it over and over again versus shit that's designed to be watched over and over. Sometimes games designed for longevity are not played as much as games that were designed to be played for 13 hours. It's a complicated thing with gamers.
Every single game, if you play a bunch of like Dark Souls, yeah, they all kind of have this same DNA and they just build new bosses and new fights and new arenas to play through. But every Dark Souls game is kind of built on the same bones. Whereas games like Naughty Dog, especially a lot of PlayStation stuff, it's like, all right, next game, burn everything we've ever done and restart.
Not every one of their games is like Uncharted 1 and 2 and 3 were made on the same engine, and then 4 And The Last of Us 2 were, I mean, they definitely reuse engines and assets and stuff. I mean, they don't completely start from scratch.
This is my thing, is that scale down. I would rather have more games that are done in 3 years or 2 years with actual comfortable working conditions, even if the graphics are worse, even if the games are shorter. I miss $50 10-hour experience.
Here's the reality. It's going to hit hard. Whether game developers are comfortable or not doesn't necessarily determine the quality of a game. So if you don't know, when John Romero, John Carmack, and the rest of id Software was developing Doom, it was one of the most rushed gaming projects of all time, but it was also the most revolutionary game to ever exist. It completely redefined FPS, redefined genres. You know, everything after that was considered a Doom clone kind of level of innovative. But those guys didn't make that over the course of 10 or 12 years. You know, like Doom itself, I think, was made in a very brief, short time. Fallout New Vegas, arguably the best Western role-playing game of all time, was made in such a brief period. Like, so fast. Granted, its assets existed, but, like, again, when something is genius, when something is brilliant, it doesn't really have a time limit on it, you know? It's hard to explain. Yeah, I miss when online gaming was free back in the PS3 days. Who doesn't, bro? Wasn't New Vegas rushed? Yes. I just talked about that. Yeah.
Games that are short, fun, and great to play over and over and over again. I'm not even anti-open world. I'm not even saying there can't be any live service games, but I hate the fact that this is like the gold standard now, right? How big, how beautiful, and how dang expensive can a game be? I really...
Well, it's clearly not really the measuring stick, though, because, like, games that don't require high budgets outsell a lot of games with high budgets. So obviously the market doesn't think that.
Liked Spider-Man 2. I thought Spider-Man 2 was great. A lot of people did. A lot of people kind of didn't like it. A lot of people thought that Spider-Man 2 sort of, it went too much trying to be like friendly neighborhood Spider-Man instead of focusing on the great, cool combat and stuff that Insomniac is known for. But there were leaks that they spent $300 million making Spider-Man 2. $300 million making Spider-Man 2. Expedition
300 million is insane.
33 was made in 4 years for $10 million. 30x the budget to make Spider-Man. A game that is objectively shorter. Some of this stuff I just feel like comes down to this weird obsession with these giant immersive worlds. This Hollywood aesthetic almost, right? Bigger budget means you got to destroy the whole world and make it all look brick by brick. I don't know.
I mean, if you want to push, if you want to push forward, you do have to do that. But you know, it's okay if like a game pushes the industry forward and then reuses its assets for several games after that, and then makes a new engine. I think that's probably the balance point, right? It's like, hey, we designed a whole new engine for this game that's revolutionary. It's like, whoa, now we're gonna have like a few games. And a few other games are even going to use the same engine to develop their games. That's going to go on for a bit. And then, boom, we have a new engine. You know, it's like, that's exactly what id Software did. That's exactly what Valve did. That's exactly what, I believe, what is it? Not Rockstar. Sucker Punch Games. I believe they did that too. You know, they licensed, you know, people who can push the industry forward and license game engines. Like, if you can license a game engine and it still looks relatively good for its time period, that's fine. It's not really that complicated. I don't think it takes too much thinking to come to this conclusion.
My off-the-cuff thoughts, my summing up of the situation is that PlayStation is still in this mindset of trying to be like a movie studio that happens to make games. When at this point we know that PlayStation is holding Sony up. They need to figure out a way to release some sort of exclusives, even if they're licensed, even if they're third-party exclusives, something to actually bump up that excitement for, hey, here's why I'm picking up a PlayStation controller.
I don't think Sony cares about exclusivity. I don't think they care. And is it really a surprise that they don't?
These are just some off-the-cuff thoughts. How do you feel about the future of PlayStation? And honestly, how do you feel about crunch? Tell me your thoughts.
I don't care about either of those things. I don't care if PlayStation succeeds. I don't care about crunch. They don't do anything for me.